Hi, subarctic beekeeper, one of the many. My name is Lisa. I'm at Happy Creek Farm, which is a little bit north of Fairbanks, Alaska. And I'm going to show you how to hive some bees very quickly with minimal exposure to the outside air temperature, because it's 27 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. It's the middle of April, and as you can see behind me, we have a lot of snow left. It has been a very, very long, cold winter, and it's not letting go. Let's get started. Frame number one is drawn comb, because beeswax is an excellent insulator. Frame number two is drawn comb with some honey, but also with some Hive Alive fondant that I melted into the comb because I'm short on extra honey frames. So that'll serve as feed. And then frame number three is just more drawn comb. Why? Because the queen needs somewhere to lay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over. This will minimize the amount of time that your bees are exposed to cold air. I do have a pollen patty that I want to put on these two frames over here. Someone cut it for me, so I need to split it in half. At least the sun's going to be out. It's cold, but it's okay. We're used to the cold. Many of you might not be, or just aren't. So I'm peeling off the wax. I'm going to stick it on top of the frames, and I'm going to flatten it as flat as I can, because if I don't, then my top feeder won't fit on the top of these frames. I use a top feeder because I have far less drownings than an internal feeder. It also holds more. It's much more convenient for me, but also the bees. Get that nice and squished. I don't want any openings because it's cold, very cold. I'm actually gonna spray the inside walls of this hive and the drawn comb, because these bees are hungry. I'm not going to spray the bees, of course. And get some smoke going. Not using my regular smoker. Using this handy aluminum can. Just a little bit of smoke. Let them know something's happening. I'm going to uncover these bees. Could use for an old towel. What we have here is the lid. I'll make sure my lid is real close. My feeder. I'm going to shift this piece of plastic off the top, set it aside. Now in this jar is some syrup, if there's any left, because these bees came all the way from California. We have to import our bees in Alaska, unless we make our own, which is always the best way to go. Some of these gals are getting out. A bunch of them are going to come out in a minute. I'm going to shake them just down into the bottom of the hive. There's no syrup left. Put that right in front. And I want to grab this queen. They don't want me to grab her. I could let her go, but I don't want to take a chance on her flying off because it's just too cold. Here's my queen cage. I'm going to shake these bees off. Brush these bees off my hand. These are Caucasians. Caucasians do real well up here. So do Carnioleans, Old World and New World. I have a little bit of food on my hands. So I'm going to take that pink cap off, make sure the queen is alive. And she is. Dispose of the cap. I'm going to cut a little hole respondent in there. The bees will eat that through and free the queen. They're already used to her pheromones, so technically I don't need to use this. But like I said, I don't want her flying around. Got a lot of young bees in here. I'm going to stick it right here and just press it into the wax. Hold it. Done. I'm going to dump some of these gals in to take care of her. I'm not going to worry about all the rest, but I am going to move this frame right next to her, and then I'm going to set this frame right inside my box. So I learned a modification of this from Dr. Scott Debnam from the University of Montana Master Beekeeping Program, and I modified it. It's a good idea. All right, lid's going to go on, and what's going to happen is in a couple days I'll come back and check this, and all the bees will have left the crate, the box, and they'll be on the frames, and I will add additional frames to the hive. Put the feeder on, fill it with hot syrup, and set this in the sun. Done. Maybe 10 minutes. All right, that's it. Have a nice day. Ukraine is winning. Fight fascism in any way you possibly can. Our country is going through some scary times right now. This recording is copyrighted and all rights reserved. Take care of yourself and take care of your bees.